back in Britain, Brexit continues or doesn't. We've had a vote this week by the members of Parliament for the Conservative Party, the Prime Minister Theresa May's party, and it was a vote of whether they had confidence in her or no confidence, and if they voted they had no confidence as a majority, then she would have been out, basically. But they voted to have confidence in her, but was 200 members of Parliament in the Conservative Party voted that they had confidence in her. A lot of them would not have done, but they would have thought it was the best thing to do at this moment. And 117 said they had no confidence in her. So she continues, but basically is a lame duck Prime Minister. She's announced that she won't stand again at the next election if it goes full term to what it should go to. And Brexit is in a mess. As I said in the video cast last week, the public video cast, it's a mess because it's meant to be a mess, because the political class in Britain, across all the parties, doesn't want Brexit, has been working to, in league with the bureaucrats in Brussels, to stop Brexit ever since the people voted for it in the referendum. So now we have a Brexit proposal by Theresa May, which this week the members of Parliament were going to vote on, whether they accept it or not. And she realised that she was going to lose the vote, very significantly lose the vote. So she pulled the vote. So there wasn't a vote. So now it's being thrown into the long grass. And she's going to try to work to persuade people in the meantime to support it. And then when she thinks she can win, she'll have the vote. It's called democracy. And she's off to Brussels and Europe to try to get a few more concessions from the European Union that she can help to sell it to the members of Parliament in Britain. But the majority, the very significant majority of MPs in Parliament of all parties, don't want Brexit, and they couldn't care less about the fact that the people voted for it, because democracy is only there to be quoted when you want a regime change in another country. It's not to be used in your own country. So we'll see where that goes. It's a mess, but it was always going to be a mess, because a smooth Brexit, for a start, would have sent a very clear message to other countries in Europe. Hey, you can get out of here. It's okay. And that would have started a process of other countries saying, actually, yeah, we want to go as well. So you make it as difficult as possible. And like I say, we'll keep our eye on it, but there's a lot of wind going on at the moment. And we'll see how it turns out. Now, let's move on. Different subject. Well, kind of. Lower voting age to 6 to tackle bias against the young, says academic. I've got to clear my throat for this. I've got to clear my mind as well. The head of politics at Cambridge University, this prestigious university. Oh, this is where really intelligent people are. No, they're not. Some might be. A lot of them ain't at all. I'm an academic. Oh, really? I am sorry. The head of politics at Cambridge University has called for children as young as 6 to be given the vote in an attempt to tackle the age bias in modern democracy. Professor David Runciman said the ageing population meant young people were now massively outnumbered, creating a democratic crisis and an inbuilt bias against governments that plan for the future. Well, how many do that? Except the future of the agenda that the hidden hand wants to bring in. In the latest episode of his podcast, Talking Politics, bloody hell, I can't wait to hear that, he said lowering the voting age to 16 was not radical enough to address the problem. He said, I would lower the voting age to 6, not 16. And I'm serious about that. I'm sure you are. You're an academic. I would, not slight on all academics, but this type of academic. I would want people who vote to be able to read, so I would exclude reception age children. Reception age children. Only denied because they can't read. Well, you can get to put an X, surely. Or press a button. Mummy, where shall I press my button? Press it here, darling. There you go. It's democracy. So, what's the worst that could happen, he says? At least it would be exciting. It would make elections more fun. It's never going to happen in a million years. Of course it's not. But as a way of capturing just how structurally imbalanced our democracies have become, seriously, why not? Why not 6-year-olds? Well, how long have you got, Mr. Runciman? Because people are supposed to make decisions based on some understanding of what is happening and what they're voting for and what the consequences are. And a 6-year-old doesn't have that. Too busy playing with their trucks or their bloody smartphone these days. Or their dolls. Can I say dolls? Bloody hell. Old people are currently the coalition that have huge inbuilt advantage in representative democratic politics. This is another thing, this war on old people. Young people are massively outnumbered because the voting age is 18. Well, to look at that and then start talking about 6-year-old voting and then saying, what's the problem? Well, I mean, hello, these are the people that are lecturing children about the world, lecturing young people about the world in universities. It's unbelievable. They haven't got a brain cell to rub together, some of them. Or 2 brain cells. You need 2 to rub together, don't you? Not even that.